Everyone, what's going on? This is Ken Susi here with another Fishman Takeover, Fishman Live. Obviously, every single one of these streams has been endorsed and sponsored by Fishman, so www.fishman.com. Head over, check out the site for acoustic, electric, MIDI, amplification. Every single question that you may have will be on this website, as people have come to the site primarily to talk to me as a brand manager, as well as an ambassador, as well as the guitar player of Unearth / As I Lay Dying. I have been here to give you information, hand you off information that is crucial to your, wiring diagrams, installs. What else do we talk about? We talk about what particular pickup may actually fit your playing style, which one you should buy, all that good stuff. We talk about here on this particular site, on this particular time. We are broadcasting right now on Fishman's Twitch and Facebook. I am broadcasting on the Lord of the Rigs and my own personal Instagram. That will soon change. I was just alerted by our marketing department that they want to switch this primarily over to Fishman's Instagram, which I am okay with, but I am going to try to also be broadcasting as well on my own personal Lord of the Rigs channel. So guys, if you're watching this right now, understand that if you're watching this on the Fishman Facebook or Twitch, you will no longer get access to that. It will just be Instagram only and or my Lord of the Rigs channel. So please head over to Fishman's Instagram, click like or whatever. Do whatever, follow my live streams. I'm going to continue going down the same time path and all that good stuff. But anyway, what else do we got going on here? I'm showing you right now. I think I'm the only one who promotes this on the Fishman channel as far as all the live stream goes, but we have a Fishman store. There's a lot of cool stuff on this particular store. You get to see, you could buy Fluence pickups by themselves, straight from the manufacturer right here. That's a pretty cool thing. You can also click the accessories tab where you can get wires, pots, jacks, cables, covers, anything that you need. It is right there. For those of you that are on Instagram currently right now, totally cool that you guys showed up. I really appreciate you guys coming here. This is just for awareness. Please click the link. Go to Lord of the Rigs, subscribe now so you can ask me questions directly. I will put them on the screen for the live stream. And that is one thing that I absolutely love to do, is go right on the live stream and hit up, and people get to hit me up directly. So again, Heavy Kevy. Hey Ken, finally I can watch the whole show. That is awesome news, Kevy. What's going on, man? It's great to see you. You're a regular here. This is it's just great to be here every single week and be doing this and promoting the brand. Jeremy, let's see what Jeremy has to say. Jeremy, yo, Ken, can only hang for a few minutes before work gets in the way. Just wanted to say hi. Jeremy, I really appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Absolutely love you just popping in, saying what's up. Obviously, by anybody coming in here on this live stream and even saying hi or whatever, it really helps the algorithms, helps people, YouTube prioritize this particular channel for what it is, for its content. So I really appreciate it. So I want to go into what I'm currently using. In all my guitars, I'm using the Fishman Fluence Modern Series humbuckers. As you can see in my KSM 6 ESP guitar, I am repping the regular nickel pickups, ceramic in the bridge, Alnico in the neck, and I have been using them ever since I started working with Fishman and or working for Fishman. How is my pickups configured? My pickups are configured in the way I have a unique configuration where my tone knob, which is kind of standard and recommended, is my voicing selection. So for those of you that don't know Fluence pickups, again, voice 1 is an active sound. Usually with any pickup, you're going to get one sound, wire wound coil, one winding, one traditional sound. So with Fluence, we have a 48-layer precision coil, which is absolutely amazing. That allows us to have the perfect pickup, noiseless, versatile, anything that you're looking for, we can pretty much achieve. But these particular pickups the Modern Series humbuckers, I have an active sound in voice 1. And if I want a negative 6 dB of gain reduced out of my pickup, I pull this up right here. This is my my volume knob, and a lot of people don't like hot active pickup, so that's why Fishman put that feature in. But if I pull this up here, this accesses voice 2. Voice 2 gives me a aggressive passive sound, which is absolutely amazing. I use this all the time, especially in the studio, double tracking. Absolutely love it. You know, I could go and play, you know, a whole track, and then it's time to quad track it, and I'm like, oh, I need a different sound. Instead of picking up another guitar, I just literally hit select over to voice 2, and it is a game changer, literally. So again, what else do I use in my guitar? That is Fishman. Well, anybody who is using Fishman or EMG or Seymour Duncan that requires power, I use this right here. This is the Universal Battery Pack, the PRO BBK 101. Absolutely love this module. Basically what it does is it gives me a consistent 9 volts for up to 200 hours of playing time. When I unplug this, there, if you could see, there's a little light that flashes. It tells me it's on. As I get down to the point where I have 10 hours less of usage, it starts pulsating, and at that point, I have 10 hours to charge it. So I love this. I love the fact that A, I'm going green, and B, I mean, I don't have to buy 9 volts anymore. They're costly. This rechargeable battery pack will literally last forever. So it's really, really, really great technology. I'm getting a lot of questions coming in here. All right, let's go. What are your thoughts on the EVH 6L6 or EL34? Thanks, Ken. I like them both. I think the both EVH amps are great. I am personally using the EL34. I kind of like the saturation. I really, really do use it. I am using the old school Stealth Head, the 5153 amp today, just to mix it up. But I do love the EL34. So I guess what I'm trying to say to you is that I think you've heard me on this channel before make a few statements about this particular amp. And what I will tell you is I think that the Eddie Van Halen original PV 5150 amps, the Signature, the Block, the 2, I think those are iconic amps that will be known for, I mean, it'll be known in time as these iconic amps. These are going to be hard to come by in the future, even though they mass produce them, but they're really, really, they're really great. Now, going on to the next chapter of the world and guitar playing, I honestly think that the EVH line, 6L6, EL34, the Stealth model or whatever they're called, I think these are the next version of that. They are equally great. They are amazing. And I think in the future, if EVH ever stops producing them, they will also be hard to come by and amps that you would want in your collection, not necessarily beating on live. Randy Delaney's writing, "Hey Ken, hope you're having a great day. I am watching this. I really appreciate it. As I said, just for you guys to pop in and say hi is absolutely amazing. Again, anyone who's watching on Instagram, feel free to join in. Go to Lord of the Rigs and subscribe to this channel because you will not get access to my live streams on Fishman's Twitch or Facebook after this month. So Jeremy is also popping in. Don't know why I didn't notice this before, but your signature guitar has an awesome jack input location. You and Buzz both choose wisely, it seems. Well, Buzz is I think Buzz is on the back of the guitar, which is pretty cool. It kind of gets in my way. But I mean, I'm not using an L-shaped cable, I should be. But I love plugging in my wireless and threading the wireless cable through my strap lock. So I always liked it here. I always hated it here because there was a lot more length. Jason Zukoff, famous producer, absolutely hilarious person. Jason is actually in a wheelchair. He's been in a wheelchair ever since I've known him. And he got one of my signature guitars and sent me a text like, "Hey, you jerk, like your guitars are not handicapped accessible." And I thought that was like the funniest thing ever because I never heard a true criticism of my guitar, but it was pretty funny that he said that. It's just because the jacks here, whether you have an L shape or there, if someone was in a wheelchair, I believe it would, the jack would like stick into their leg as they're playing the guitar. So I apologize for anybody, that has that issue. Heavy Kevy, I'm in Canada and your sig is almost $4,000. It hurts my head like bacon. It shouldn't be $4,000. The list price of my guitar, I believe is, street price. Sorry, I didn't mean to say list. Is $1,500. There's no way that there's that much markup, unless if there's some store that's really weird and overcharging for my guitar. So I don't know, man. Like, you shouldn't pay that much for my guitar. No way. Courtney Ware, what's going on? Hey, just stopped and listening. Hope you're having a great day. Courtney, thank you so much. I'm having a fantastic day. Absolutely love it when you pop in. Guys and girls, anyone who's a musician watching this particular live stream, hire Courtney. She's great. She has a lot of, I post a lot of her photos on my Instagram. I say it every single week because she pops in. But, I mean, I would say it to any of you. She's a great photographer. And just seriously, head over to her Instagram page. You can see all the great work that she's done. I think it's like CH. You could write it in here, Courtney, in the stream. Is it like Cowboys from Hell, like CBH or CHB or whatever? Where I forget your Instagram handle off the top of my head. Anyone who is writing again on Instagram, feel free to join in on the conversation. I'm not answering questions over on Instagram. So just head over to the live stream and ask your question, and I'll answer it there for sure. Jeremy is writing, have you had the chance to check out the Rev G20? I have one literally there, my finger, right where my finger is in the back of the room. I absolutely love Rev products. The company's great. Derek's great. All the guys are great at Rev. I am a huge endorser of them. I think they're great. The G20 is a fantastic small profile amp. Absolutely love it. I also have a 100p here, which I use all the time. Rhythm guitar covers. Whoa, that's one hell of a name. Hey Ken, did you happen to ask Phil about getting the As I Lay Dying music books on Sheet Happens? You know what? I actually didn't, and you mentioned it last week, and that it's so crazy that you said that, and I totally forgot. But I'm gonna make note of it today because I have to talk to them anyway. When I say them, Phil and Tim. So I will remember and ask. I mean, they should have tabs. If they haven't made them yet, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, sorry, I meant 3,000. So it's still a lot of money for my guitar. I don't know what Canadian taxes are or import taxes are. It's kind of a bummer, but I mean, I would think that my guitar should be, $1,700 or $2,000 at max. Someone's upcharging you for sure. Yes, Courtney, appreciate you, friend. Yes, Cowboys from Hell, Courtney. Find her on Instagram right now. She's absolutely great. Photography is fantastic. She takes a lot of great shots. I personally have a lot of my live shots are on the Enki site, and I believe what is it? Ernie Ball and ESP. It's Courtney's photo, so Courtney kicks butt. Hey Ken, what's been your favorite tour so far? Thank you. So far in my lifetime, I would say when Unearth went out with Damage Plan, that was like the funnest tour of my life. In recent day, I would say this last European tour that I did in Europe was unbelievable. The fact that I got to play with a new band, which was very. It's very different when you've been playing in the same band for 24 years. And then you join up with another band that is already in motion and you play shows with them. It's a very different feeling. It's all very new feeling. And playing with As I Lay Dying was very interesting. It was a learning experience, learning new people, learning their techs and all the people that are associated with them that I didn't know before, which was kind of cool. Like their booking agent, Marco, who's really great in Europe. But I really did enjoy playing with them because we played some massive concerts. We played Vakken in front of 90,000 people. Prime time, prime slot, like unbelievable. And then we had some other opportunities where we played Alcatraz, second to last or third to last, somewhere in that range, right before like Behemoth. We had a great slot there, and then we played there was Sulgen, Germany, Reload Fest, where we played second to last. These shows were massive. I mean, 90,000 at one, 60,000 at the other, 40,000 at the other. I mean, there's so many people. And the off days were great too. We played in front of thousands of people on the off days too. Got to meet up with Lana Shore. Those guys are great. So I had a really great time. In Canada, the MSRP is $3K retail price, $27.59 at Cosmo. So yeah, taxes, it's around $3K in Canadian dollar. So yep, I'm gonna just say sorry. I mean, that stinks, but I believe that's pretty high, and I think you guys do have like double taxes. So I don't know. Go talk to Trudeau. Let's see. Let's see what he says about my guitar. Thanks for answering. Gotta run. Thanks, Ken. Jeremy, you're the best. Chris Card, I'm a bit late here. You're never late. You are never late. I absolutely love it when you guys show up and ask me questions and hang out. Canada sucks on the taxes. Well, yeah, you gotta pay double the taxes for, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know much about your country, when it comes to taxes and what you guys spend your money on. Guys, Chris Davis, Ghost Inside, just popped in on Instagram. He's a stud. Everyone should know that Chris Davis is the man. Go check out his Twitch page. He is he's a force online, just constantly doing live streaming, shredding with his band, all the good stuff. So Chris Davis, Ghost Inside. Let's see. If anybody, again, has any questions on Instagram, feel free to head over to the live stream and I'll place your question right on the screen and I will answer it. I will talk to you directly. I would love to. I wish I could give out my live stream code once and just like, I'd like you guys to talk to me. I'd like to be interviewed by somebody at their house. I'd like to talk to everybody like face to face versus doing this, like, where you just post something. I'd love to talk to somebody like face to face. I'm thinking of that. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Hey, Ken, can you please play some riffs on voice 1 and voice 2? Also with the negative 6 dB gain reduction. Okay, well, that's great. Yeah, we're getting back into Fluence territory. So again, I apologize. So guys, I'm going to start off playing a riff in voice 1. And then I'm going to pull up my volume knob, which is right here. And then that's going to give you a negative 6 dB of gain reduction. So let's check it out. There's a lot of gain on this particular amp as is, so just bear with me. So as you can tell, if you listen closely, especially if you go back and watch the stream later, because I know we're not live, this is live now, but it won't be live later. You can hear the difference in my playing where you're getting a lot of gain, you're getting a lot of that sizzle, and the second I pull that switch up, it's just reducing it. It's pushing the tone down. Now, I'm going to go between voice 1, which is an active sound, and a passive sound. Now, mind you, when it's in the down position, it's going to be like real thin and tight sounding. And when I pull up, it's going to get a little wider and a little more passive sounding. So check this out. So I was throwing up the signs 1 and 2, 1 and 2, but as you can see, my tone was pretty, slicey and articulate. The second I pulled that up, it was still articulate, but it gave me more of a robust, like passive kind of feel. It was like fatter and kind of like more out of control, which was kind of cool. I think that Dimebag, I think it smokes a Dimebucker, and I think he would have been happy with this. But Stefan, yes, we already got to that. Sorry. Do you know the basic, beer and poutine? I do. As far as Canada goes, I know that any type of 40 ounce of malt liquor, has like a cool like Cobra or a Bear or something, dealing with the mountains or something in the forest, which is kind of cool. I know that poutine is excellent. I love going and eating poutine spots at poutine spots. One of my favorite poutine spots in Canada is in Montreal, and it's called, what is it called? La Banquise. Yes, La Banquise, which is amazing poutine spot. And let's see, what else do I know about Canada? Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons. I love to get myself a Tim Hortons everything. I think it's everything, or it's like 3 cheese bagel, whatever. You know, their breakfast is pretty great. Tim Horton was a professional hockey player back in the day, and I don't know if he started the chain or not, but absolutely love Canada. Canada is one of those great places I always used to love and play. So let's see what else we got. Haha, damn Trudeau. Yeah, well, talk to him about your taxes. Talk to him about your tax situation. Ken, your thoughts on bands waiting to go the direction or just releasing single versus full albums? Wanting to go the direction of just releasing singles or full albums. I actually think that I said this in 2006 to Brian Slagle, head of Metal Blade Records. Back then I said in 10 years, that's what I said, in about 10 years, I see. Because mind you, in 2006, YouTube wasn't really that big of a platform. And I was trying to get my band's videos featured on there. And I remember calling my manager saying at the time, yo, we got to put all of our marketing, some of our marketing money into this thing called YouTube. And he was like, yeah, I don't see it. I don't think it's going to be big. That's I thought it was absolutely crazy. And then when I talked to Brian Slagle, I said in 10 years from now, I see people moving away from full albums and moving to singles. I was obviously, kind of right, because by 2006, about 2016, obviously here we are now, and we're starting to talk about singles. I think that people's attention spans are so short, and I think that we have a lot of bands that are pumping out great material that you just want the 1 or 2 songs from. You don't need the full album, because even if you do put out a full album, people gravitate towards specific songs from a record, and then those are the ones that get played on Spotify. If it were up to me, I would love to put out a series of 5-song EPs. 5 songs here, 5 songs here, 5 songs there, and just let people digest the new product, the new songs, and a smaller amount of material, because people are not sitting there with a CD anymore. People are not sitting down and buying an album. I mean, the vinyl people are kind of cool because they get to experience the records for what they are. And I don't know. I wish that you could put out, like, say, 5 awesome songs and then kind of pull it back and say this is like a two-part album. So you get the 5 songs, you get the second 5 songs, and then you put out the vinyl for the 2. A and B side. That's my particular, that's what I would love to do, but there's some people, I don't know, there's some people that think differently. So anyway, hello Ken, what's cracking? Nothing much, just here enjoying my Wednesday with you. Larry Chamberlain, love my Fluence Moderns. Fluence Moderns are amazing. I absolutely love my Fluence Classics. I like my Javier pickups, I like my Devin pickups, I like my Steph pickups, I like the Tosin pickups, I like the Greg Coctelli set. Fishman makes a lot of great pickups. Absolutely. Guys, this Stone Cold Mossy on my Instagram channel, please head over to the live stream. I will answer that question. So please head over there. I'm not going to answer it on Instagram. Again, this social experiment, as I call it, the live stream, the takeover, it is going to move over to just Fishman's Instagram moving forward, and it will also be on Lord of the Rigs. So feel like you have to, if you're on Instagram, you will miss out on this on my personal Instagram if you do not subscribe to the Lord of the Rigs channel. I want you guys to set your notifications and meet up with me and hang out for sure. Everything bagel toasted with herb and garlic cream cheese. Yes, Timmy H, Timmy Hortons. Kuko23, love my Sir Headley 7-string. Oh, cool. The head ESP model. It's great. The Fishmans are amazing. Never had that much tone control in my life. Yeah, again, Fishman makes a great pickup because, again, it is undoing the old technology. Everyone asks, are you modeling different voicings? What's going on here? It is not modeling. All Fluence pickups are based off of an analog, like the analog pickup. The same, like certain magnet configurations, certain designs. I mean, we definitely replaced the old school copper wire, the most inconsistent part of a pickup. We are obviously putting new technology in its place, the 48 layer thinly sliced precision coil. But I will say, with that coil, we can electronically wind it. So as long as the fundamentals of the pickups, like the magnets, agree with a certain type of tone, like, so for instance, if you're trying to, aim a pickup in the direction of a JB, we know Alnico magnets, certain magnets, Alnico 5, this, that, and the other thing. But our pickups are built off of the format that is appropriate. So our classic pickups are passive sounding, both voice 1, voice 2, and voice 3. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't like active pickups. It's like, yes, I understand, but we're, like Ryan Bruce says, we're powering the technology. And the technology is beating out old school passive wire wound pickups. So you should always check out what we have to offer. It's absolutely amazing. Just like Kuko's, dealing with now. Never had that much tone control in their life because you have so many options. And they're noiseless. They're absolutely amazing. The 5-song EP idea is a good idea. Sorry, the 5-song EPS is a good idea. Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. So I would love to do that, but I don't know how labels react to that because they want a full product. They want a full record. But I personally think that slowly trickling out a record is awesome because you get two sides of the coin. Revived my old LTD. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Hero, I love my Fluence Moderns, and revive my old LTD. Yeah, I mean, people are throwing Fluence in their guitars, and they're flipping out. And I will say that there's a lot of people that I inquire about Fishman, and then they're like, hey, well, I like this pickup. What do you think? And I say, listen, let me give you a set. And these are famous people. So I say, let me give you a set. I'm only going to give you one. I'm not going to give you 1,000 of them, Just like try it out, play it against your pickups, switch guitars in the middle of a show, let me know what you think. And sure enough, in every single scenario, a guitar player will be using like whatever pickup. They'll start off the show with their main guitar and everything's going well and they feel like they're having a great time. They switch over to the Fluence guitar and then they feel like, wow, man, my amp sounds really good. Oh, wow, I'm getting so much clarity. It's like there's something there that wasn't there before. But like sometimes like the way it's the progression usually is like start off my set with one guitar. Yeah, it sounds good. Play the Fluence guitar. Oh yeah, this sounds good too. And then once you switch back to the old pickups, then you're like, wait a second. Something is missing in my sound now. Where I didn't notice it when I went from like my old pickups to Fluence. But when I went from my old pickups to Fluence to back to my old guitar, that's when people are like, wait a second, these pickups are way better. So it's pretty crazy. Steph, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. Guys, I got to shout out my hometown because Steph's here. Grafton girls soccer team made it to the Final Four in the NCAA tournament. I went to a couple of the games. They got robbed last night in overtime. Should have had a penalty shot. Should have won. Such a bummer. So anyway, yeah, I'm keeping you all up with my local sports teams, events, and whatnot. But yes. Oh, and you're writing nice shirt. Thank you very much. It's an old school Pearl Jam shirt that I found in my closet from 100 years ago, from when I was like when the record came out. So anyway, Sean 37. I can see a lot of bands just doing EPs from now on. That would be a good way for Black Dahlia Murder to introduce Brian as a vocals. For example, he killed it live. Brian's awesome. Brian's like one of the best dudes ever, and obviously Trevor was one of the best dudes ever. I could say that about a lot of people, but Brian's a great singer. He's he's got big shoes to fill, and I think he ultimately will fill them. But the band's just getting their bearings, and once they get going, there's no stopping them. Black Dahlia Murder has always been a huge force. Loved playing with those guys. I fully support everything that they do, and the fact that they're just keeping it going and got Ryan back on guitar is just such a killer thing. I think it's absolutely amazing. So shout out to Black Dahlia Murder, and since we're on a darker message right now, about talking about Trevor. I'd like to send out a shout out to the Alice in Chains family, Mike Inez, and Tool. We had a massive loss today, or actually last night. Scott Doc is one of the best guitar techs in the industry, one of the kindest guys ever on the planet, and he's just always been such a great person. And we had a massive loss to him. He unfortunately passed of cancer related, had a cancer related death, and I believe he was stage 4, and it's unbelievable because I got a call directly from Mike Inez, and he said Scotty's not too good. And sure enough, we started a GoFundMe, which you could still access. So go to the Fishman socials, go to Alice in Chains socials if you want to donate to the family. But Scotty was one of the greatest guys, and here I am thinking, he has cancer, and I'll get to say my goodbyes, and he'll go through a process. But it wasn't even a week from the time that I got the information to now that he's passed, and he'll forever be missed. Scotty was one of the greats in the industry, and we love him here at Fishman. He's been kind to us. He's been great to Alice in Chains and Tool and anyone he's ever crossed. So again, like I'm not great at these, but I'm just gonna say Scotty was a kind soul, and just a great guy, and I was lucky to see him before he passed when they came to town on the last day of tour. So guys, head over to Alice in Chains, their socials, or Mike Inez socials, where these guys are really grieving right now, and send your love over to them. It's really important. So anyway, yeah, guys, I hate to get so deep, but yeah, sorry to hear about your loss. I'm not familiar with him. Yeah, check out my Instagram. You'll see a picture of Scotty, and you could go check out his profile. Sorry for your loss. Cancer is horrible. Cancer is the worst. And with that being said, I'm going to keep this a little light. I'm going to play a song for you guys. I know that I haven't been playing much today. Feel free, by the way, anyone who's on Instagram, go to the Lord of the Rigs, like and subscribe. I am going to be posting on my Lord of the Rigs. I will not be posting on my own personal Instagram after 2 weeks from now. I will not be posting on the Fishman Facebook or the Twitch channel anymore. It'll just be Instagram only for Fishman and my Lord of the Rigs channel. So you don't want to miss these live streams. So click the like and subscribe button, set your notifications. I am going to play an As I Lay Dying song that I haven't played in a bit. This one goes out to Scotty, Alice in Chains, all the guys. This one is called, let's do Darkest Nights. been a good time. Oh, Mitzi's writing over here, starting up some trouble from Madball. Ex-Madball guitar player Mitzi is saying that the Bruins stink. Boston Bruins, which he's referring to, I'm just going to say you are entirely wrong. It's tough being in first place. It's tough being like 10-0 at home. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Can't agree with you there. But shout out to Mitzi, another guy who is absolutely one of my faves in the industry and in life. Great, great, great guy. Let's go. Let's see what else is going. What's the tuning of Darkest Nights? Drop C. You could read from the top of my guitar. Let's see if you can see it from here. C, G, C, F, A, D. C, low string, G, C, F, A, D. That's how you are tuned for the Darkest Nights. Any chance we hear a sneak peek of any new As I Lay Dying riffs? No, unfortunately. Heavy Kevy, that is top secret information, because if I were to play one, you know what's going to happen, bro? People are going to be like, I'm going to put that on my record and put it out before they do. Or it's going to hit like some weird metal site. And we, whatever. Oh, Ken just played riff. Blah. Love that tuning, Brad Fuzz. You are the best. Brad, I absolutely love being here. I love talking to all of you guys. Again, let's talk about a little bit about some products. We were talking about some Fluence Classics earlier. I want to just go through that real quick. We have these open core classic pickups that I think are absolutely amazing. Again, you have different colors. We have double black, double white, zebra, reverse zebra, where the cream's on the other side. Let's see that. Come on, pop up. Boom. Yeah, reverse zebra is kind of cool too. But I mean, these pickups are absolutely awesome. Again, the Fluence technology is based around a new, obviously, type of way to wind a pickup. And there's so much versatility in the industry. And the one thing that I keep hearing people say that are not really well educated on Fluence pickups is that, oh, they're active. They require a battery. That means that I don't like them. Now, again, if you are a passive player and you're looking for iconic tones that even that Seymour Duncan or EMG or DiMarzio cannot wind themselves. Maybe they have gotten lucky and wound them in the past on one or two sets, or maybe somewhere in the production line you get like 1 or 2 out of a billion that they make. That sounds perfect. Fluence has a way to, again, we have like made our own sounds. The Fluence Classics are a completely passive sounding pickup set. Obviously it does require it requires battery, but again, they are completely consistent. The one thing that I love about the Fluence Classics is that you got an underwound PAF, and for years people have been trying to just add a couple more churns on some wire and some in the pickups with copper wire and trying to add more output, and they couldn't do that. It's like a balloon. You squeeze one end of the balloon and the other side gets fatter, and then you squeeze the other side and the other side gets fatter. So, or if you squeeze both sides, it gets fatter in the middle. That's kind of how tone works. And with Fluence, we were able to just lift the output of a really great sound that we already had, and it was an iconic sound that everybody wanted. Now, also, Voice 2, overwound, muscular, hot-rodded sound. That is a sound that I absolutely love. It's one of my go-tos. It's iconic, and it's just amazing. Now, one of the main things that, I'm going to show you also the metal covered classics. I think these are great too. Black nickel, brushed black, regular nickel, gold. Absolutely great pickups. Again, in the studio, I would have my producers, and this is very important for all of you that are listening. They would say, I really like, the 5 guitars or the 6 guitars that you brought that have the same pickups in it and somewhat of the same woods. I like this guitar more so than the other guitars, and the other guitars may be worth more, or whatever it is. You might have a really nice Les Paul, like we're showing on the screen right now. And they would say, well, your Les Paul doesn't sound as good as this $500 ESP or $700 ESP or $800 Ibanez, that, whatever it is. It's mostly the pickups being consistent is tough, because you may have a really expensive guitar with a wire wound coil, but the pickups may sound bad. With Fluence, you know what you're getting every single time. Our pickups are absolutely consistent, so when you buy a new guitar, you can enjoy the sound of the wood of the guitar. You can enjoy the experience of the guitar itself, because the pickup is not getting in the way. It is providing a consistent sound to where if you bought 2 Les Pauls, same wood, same everything, You could actually taste test the woods of those two guitars versus worrying about the inconsistencies, which are huge within the pickup. So that is one thing that I love about all Fluence pickups, but I love the Classic Series humbuckers. That is definitely one thing that drives me crazy, because I used to hate thinking that I only had like 2 good guitars in my collection and I have hundreds, you know? So, let's see. Igor. Will As I Lay Dying make any songs on a 7-string in the future besides Shaped by Fire? Shaped by Fire is actually played on a 6-string. Just so you know. I mean, I use a tuner pedal live, but they might have tracked it with a 7-string or whatever, but the tuner pedal that I use is the HX Stomp by Line 6, and it sounds much better than, I think, personally, than the Digitech stuff, but I just tuned down my guitar, and it sounds pretty damn awesome. I noticed the Spotify As I Lay Dying thumbnail. You made it. You made the cut, Susie. Well, currently that's the touring band. So we did a press shot of all of us together, and we put it up. They put it up on the Spotify. I'm not in the band per se. They just threw me up on the Spotify because that is the current touring lineup. You know, again, I parted ways with Unearth. And, I'm on a hiatus, but then again, it's one of those scenarios where, you know, As I Lay Dying has not formally asked me to be in the band. They definitely, you know, want me to contribute to a new record, which is kind of cool, but ultimately there's no plans. So I think, you know, everyone's just having fun right now, and we're making music, and it's a great experience. Dem humbuckers though. right. Fishman makes great humbuckers. Fishman makes great. Show you these. These are freaking cool. I mean, again, we make single width pickups. A lot of people, you know, don't know this, but our Strat pickups are unbelievable, and I know a lot of you don't play Strats. I mean, there's blues guys that certainly do, and that's their whole world. But you know, there's other companies out there that can make a great active pickup, but they can't make a great passive sounding pickup, and we do both very well. Our Strat pickups though are unreal. They you know, Voice 1 is like this, you know, vintage sounding Strat, you know, from the 50s or 60s, you know, that iconic tone. And then when you push, you know, or pull and you access Voice 2, you're getting yourself this like monstrous, like Texas-y kind of sound. And a lot of people are looking for that, and they have to buy specific pickups. The thing that I like about Fluence, not only are the pickups that great sounding, but anytime you have a set of like non-Fluence Strat pickups, the 60 cycle hum is unbelievably loud. And I saw, who was it, Jeff Beck, or not Jeff Beck, somebody, one of those guys, and he used the volume pedal, and he was playing really quietly, but over the PA I could hear the 60 cycle hum louder than I could hear what he was playing, and it was almost comical. With Fluence, you don't have to deal with any of that, and they are perfect. Fluence Strat pickups are perfect. So if you're kind of, you know, wondering, because we all of us metal guys or hard rock guys have a guitar with, you know, Strat pickups. It's like, you know, what should I get? Well, get Fluence. You can play many different styles. You don't have to switch guitars. You don't have to switch pickups for a certain type of sound. You have it all right here. And another cool pickup that I like to show off all the time, it looks exactly the same. I just switched the frame, but it's this, you know, we have an SSA and SSP pickup. So if you're looking to combine a humbucker of your choice, a Fluence humbucker of your choice, with these pickups for HSS or HSH like you're seeing on the screen right now, the SSA pickup is perfect for that. On the HSS, as you can see, you have a humbucker, single. You would use an SSA in the middle, an SSP in the neck, because the P pickup, the second Strat-like pickup, feeds off of the middle one for power and tone. But anyway, I digress. These pickups are absolutely amazing. I love these configurations. Everything is absolutely amazing. You should just really try them if you haven't. They're so good. That's all I can say. And I'm not just saying that as the Fishman guy. I've compared these against many pickups in the industry, and nothing even comes close. The Fishman Strat pickups are killer. Voice 2, though, a cranked super lead is absolutely killer. Yeah, I would agree. Because if you get a cranked like super lead, and you want that like Strat, like the muscular Strat sound that, you know, most players are looking for playing out of that particular amp combo, nothing beats that combo. Coleman, thank you so much for popping in and chiming in on that. It's just, you know, the tone, the texture, the aggressiveness of that voice too is just perfect for blues players. Now, if you want to play like, you know, a Fender Twin, something finessey or delicate, it, you know, voice one is definitely what you're going for if you want that sound. But again, I can sit here and talk about Fluence all day, and you know, and we have plenty more time too. But I just wanted to, like, you know, pop on today, talk about all these great things, and also we're piping up the site. So you know, this is the particular web store, and don't forget about that. You can get all your cool accessories there. But then again, don't forget to go to www.com, fishman.com. Electric, acoustic, MIDI, amplification, which Fishman is known for. These are like the loud box, which you just saw pop up on the screen. Absolutely amazing technology. Everything Fishman makes is quality. It's I can say that, you know, Fishman really does emphasize their whole business strategy on making sure things don't break and things sound great. So it's kind of cool. But again, I just want to thank everybody for showing up today. This was such a another great live broadcast. If you're watching currently right now, feel free. Again, like and subscribe to the Lord of the Rigs channel. Set your notifications so you don't miss out. Pretty soon, you're not going to see me on Facebook. You're not going to see me on the Fishman Facebook or Twitch. So definitely join up with the Lord of the Rigs, and you will be seeing me on the Fishman Facebook. So you have to go over there and like that page as well too. So with that being said, everyone, I absolutely love you all. It was great doing another live stream with you. I'm excited for the future, and I am excited to see you guys next week. So everyone, send your love, by the way, to Mike Inez, all the Alice in Chains guys, Jerry Cantrell, all of them. You know, definitely Scott was a great person, and don't forget to give them some love today. All right. Again, I hope to see you all next week. I hope everything's great. We'll talk soon. Later.